it was nice. Latest, exclusives, wall updated anyway. And in some ever soon so. No grab pounds ma and so 7 p.m. No do another story so. 9 more to Atwaso Ejamo. Shannon Small myself with the phone and then Euro 2024 games out war. Ultimate to the transit here. After game analysis and the usual your man is seated. Nyasam Kitaka. Na the maestro Big Broda. Samson the researcher Amakye. And so Yatmas in Sempi. And then Tomusuko Ejamo Dore when the Piako AP Radio 105.7 and then again AP TV. Facebook no AAPTV or the tour. No, for anything at the time. Or like you know, say comments out war. Now audio go back come. Ejama production and cost to car. Mama Officer Robert. Samson Angie PM. And CEO International Secretary. Samson PM. Nyasa Kitaka. Chief Technician Gapote. And so camera so everybody come Pia. Agenda community a fully packed show. Welcome on board. 105.7. It's a frequency. AP is the name. Katara Damfo. Don't Katara Damfo. And I can tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend said Tempi about the serious night and into now and the games out of Koso. Yayata Soko Pima. Nurse Group D. Shannon Sumama Otana and Omuke Bakono. About Koso. Na Mamma found two and say Poland. At Netherlands got some 2-1. Na sa game it was a big game. Abrante fell full verbos and the human verbos human after so bombing a second goal at the Netherlands no TV na and the na Netherlands ball. Yeah, the statistics out of the Samson Amakye Group C. Na Group C no Slovenia. I went to one Denmark airport 1. Christian Eriksen and the ball first goal Emma Denmark 2021 euros or Colosseum and then the machine and then the Ashana come on the ball after 1,100 days. While I go and now the most awaited game also Serbia and for England equals 1-0. I brought the team and Jude Birmingham. And the Bogon, yet April, so statistics out in la, once I committee, and Joseph Oseponso from the sports president, Metoso, Mekono, but your phone in our papa, and anybody. Amate, Fredo, let me blow for you, Namia, and some more, I say, you see, I can't say all my TV game in I. Me say England I don't know what World Cup 5 I don't know say they say England when say it me come kasana it me training cinema and do match no but I think say na hype no so England ho and then so Vegas former Manchester United striker say na instinct to United na so bad man fans na say Ten Hag a player who deserves so Manchester United and winning goal Holland after 7 visits he say a whole lot of chances and then also 20 chances Christian Eriksen share first with Denmark and I think say and this empire Denmark for only say 1,100 days and the paper Eriksen and probably say well film nanke ya fan ha nanka presido nanka Eriksen senka yensa enka no enso abrofo no eje nam nyame enam abrofo no so ye den eje no aye na wa back ya o chef first good man Denmark ya o manti mi answer I can no adia amini ya se wa ya we Eriksen story ne dey adia ma can describe to me check how he survive here in presido and then Martin the Tenor the researcher, may call the maestro, Big Brother GH. The maestro.
El Presidente. Oh, say,
now, and the games outdoor course.
yeah.
Yes. Now, Christian Eriksen.
Of course.
After 1,100 days,
yeah.
Very, very historic.
Of course. One of the biggest moments ever in football beyond history at the DH3. And then the biggest things a war into football no. Because a history at the now history neta Christian Eriksen the NH say at the moment a normal ball against Finland Euro. I think it's 2020, right?
Yeah, 2020.
And I think say no Omo Bono. It was all about Christian Eriksen at the moment or collapse on the pitch, and the whole stadium was shut down. No being himself Christian Eriksen able to me acco off cramp and going to be beam all because of cardiac arrest or no to at that particular moment over against Finland. And you could clearly see say that game they were off. Now Christian Eriksen before said these things that happened not 2019 or 2020 thereabout, you know. Just say Moreno echo Tottenham Hotspur. So now Opanacho or Quembia so say and on now for Tottenham Hotspur and or the neighbor Inter Milan.
Yeah.
So or cinema Inter Milan and Chebiana Omokobo Euros na that thing no suddenly it me happen against Christian Eriksen, but then occur off for about 6 to 8 months.
Yeah, I think so, captain Simon
Kia and the saving well. Yeah, he did very well on the saving on that particular day. I think say players, you know, when Omubo Academy now you trauma say when these things happen, the first thing for you to do as a player, what I say, I will say uhume egunemu bananum na humbi gunemu, and I think that was exactly what that Simon Kia and the CV the likes of Christian Eriksen. But then again, no, so we share or free Inter Milan or Inter Milan 6-8 months or terminate contracts, and then I was or go off from football crampo. Now making sure so bit me I have it back the life now the football no person or bubi no or person also having it back. So and at the likes of Manchester United ever signing or Didi Yuma kama Manchester United and about Manchester, and we've seen that Christian Eriksen no he has been doing very well, and then he has been on that particular shape at this particular top level, and last 2020 Euros now or the fainty and collapse here because of cardiac arrest now. The first game against Slovenia in this particular year Euro 2024 with him go marking out 1,100 days event and as a sudden tragedy, you know, it may happen. So it's a thumbs up for Christian Eriksen for coming back in a more professional way as a prolific player. It media kind that sudden tragedy see in 2020. So I think it was a good moment for Christian Eriksen scoring that goal against Slovenia. It was a good moment in the back.
Right, and we had the maestro, big brother. It's yes, we're TV in this one. Sad time, na Simon Kia, it was very, very, very pathetic. But thank God, say all the defibrillator and because say na kuma na pompe mano and that's secretary. Manya kato say games outdoor and tetoye. Now, first of all, you best share for England and Serbia. Indeed, a most awaited game. No be a train because England a bar. Untiwinka say unchain upumpu betre because my brand were very well, very well. And England and 1-0 was the score line. Na performance no nice to say. So when you be an commentary a brasso APTV ko na yemfan pensin chirichimuni na family Amakye
Presido
England winning by a goal to 0. Were you impressed?
Yes, no, not at all.
Why?
Because heading towards this Euro, you know. Now, last 5 games, I think it's almost a winning one, and they are under pressure because first we players ni bi Southgate Jawa Mofi, you know. I mean, what this case will be like Jack Grealish and Raheem Sterling especially, or immense experience at this level. You just know go for Anthony Gordon, a very cheesy monona, you be bringing no any and then game against Serbia no, Senena more expecting no, Amanisa. England first 30 minutes no say they start almost chance you know energy no pressing aggression focus first 30 minutes if you want me be able and within that first 30 minutes nena Saka assist ya Jude Bellingham ahead share hona England be able when England for team omo di face Serbia na and me obi a me nya fan of yedi obi oye right back ebo left back ebi ayi so ye Philip Lam
okay
and I may okay with you because Lam 2006 World Cup ni ebe nyina no oye right back but ni ball left back ya unhu difference bia between the right back and left back performances no Kieran Trippier na ebo left back for England and o hwa map na England for map na Presido England for ntman you wings ni
okay
you say England denka you say David Beckham ne lay foundation for wings no but Kieran Trippier who so okuna ni makoye cross
na surprise
no yes or link or net for the link up enko into England for left hand side ho na Trippier ne for the no na England for left hand na say ho ye weak kura ho na your weakest link because Foden so the neighbor that area na Pep Guardiola ma yahu player wo ye either so the neighbor right hand side ho wings and I say o the neighbor be 10 and now the neighbor wo sa right hand side sa area ho no a yes I didn't call left hand and then you say so left hand side na so one share that any useful sir
okay
it is that place no elete wo down and me hwen so a Rice and so ne Alexander Arnold so partnership no the best English partnership wa me mahu e wo central midfield double pivot no Rice and Calvin Phillips so o hwe last Euro na hwe ha wa no mu si ombobo na Alexander Arnold ne Rice manchada hu omo so sa and Harry Kane so was so quiet until 77th minute ya Jared Bowen be mo be cross ball ma Harry Kane o head ya Serbia for keeper no didn't sakan ya e ball ba no na o Jude Bellingham on so na share the only goal ne ma England and that young boy we say he's in for Ballon d'Or Senior City bia na yebodi be bonidim because playing for Real Madrid at age 20 and we're in the third major tournament you make last year ndo buy there so now I think that he was 17 or so say 18 no into wanya chance amo and we had last World Cup no Qatar Jude Bellingham edge anything and this season the first season of Real Madrid fantastic performance by all standard once Real Madrid just in the mood osan akoye no at 22 be Zidane almighty Zidane just number 5 and waji ya no so boy no so I dey we deliver yes why ho adwuma ma no abro so and then osan start Euro na we share the only goal no edema England for and to Serbia for strength esro yes omunya bobi on person omo height pa omo team ni plus be 12 with the saying obi aye 6 feet 6.4 kwa na se mema and to hear Mitrovic ne Vlahovic o milidi attack ya se Filip Kostic ne Zivkovic omo no more wings wo nso omo so ball 3 at the back omo no more wings so nti ball ne ba bia na abribia the covering so omo so be cross but to man nya crosses no more and omo chance omunya ya 19 say na ehu ye be ka be 2 minutes Vlahovic ball Pickford Serbia omo ya don't say physically they look good pa no match England for performance no en nya de be convince am but yen credit Serbia for no so omo plan no omo approach ne said omo set omo team ni up no unya spaces bia enwura mu sa it was a good game for England omo win here man concede 1 goal kra and major tournament so we start now keep clean sheet here I think say it boost moral and I know say England for the next stage but minim people mbekwa could do the BI is coming home also I'm happy on game no president
right my call the maestro or the kakrabe can England Serbia.
Of course, England-Serbia opening games for England in the last recent Euros has been one of a hell games. Yana England entire musuye, and this remind me way back to 2020. I think say England actually Croatia by 1-0, and opening games in most of the Euros tournaments. Yana and Kuyi, my son track back beyond 1980. They met Belgium, draw 1-1 draw.
Okay.
In 1988, Netherlands, lose. That was 0-1 first game Lucy, and then 1992 against Denmark ball draw against Denmark. That was opening matches as I'm making. And then when it comes to 1996 against Switzerland and also ball draw, 2000 against Portugal, not Portugal for that goal now. Portugal for share na Papa say Luis Figo na share that goal so lose by 3-2 against Portugal, 2-4 against France, and then 2012 against France, opening match almost a lose EBM, and then 2018 against Russia, almost draw, and that was against 2020, and also almost draw against Croatia. So me,
that's opening matches since 1980.
Since
9 matches,
I'm draw 5, I'm lose 3,
and that before and
more winning 1. I had 10, yes, I'm winning 2. So it tells you, say, when it comes to England opening matches and Euros, Bian and Tanko Yin Fan Momo. But then I was looking in that particular spell, say Gary Southgate last Euros no boy, you know. We saw how Gary Southgate it's been nature these young players are or the tactics right to utilize these kind of players at the right time. And also the kind of first level or parody against Serbia, it was just good. But then I was only having problem with how Trippier went to me and a lot of relays and supplying farmer Foden. My catch was said, so bought Trent Alexander-Arnold that way or your right full back. So when the games our body am Liverpool Football Club and the Jagging Club, what to me is used as an invented midfielder. Meaning said Makacho says Obi Bo as an invented midfielder or no Obo as an auxiliary midfielder to that kind of main midfielder no original in the main abono. What I say, it is then times so Obo against Liverpool and that's Obo the Liverpool Jagging Club. Obo must say Trent Alexander-Arnold untimi any lot of transition and but then the defensive errors high, but then so Bo in that particular midfield to me Boboni. That was the reason why Gary Southgate with Timmy scouted the kind of probables Trent Alexander-Arnold Ebo was scouting at it. It's all using in that particular midfield role. No? It was telling you say he knew what he was doing. What he was doing is say or no Trent Alexander-Arnold no or making sure say or a lot of transitions in that particular right side because on a right full back, Kyle Walker a right full back. So in the supply of balls to the attacking third, no, why not the before a second that particular right side or what I say? Jude Bellingham so transitions as the further right side or so look at that particular cross by Jude Bellingham at the right time in the penalty yard box.
He did very well.
Ultimate headed ball on the share, you know, or stretch it very well. And at the time, keeper go near. So at the time, goalkeeper and echo at the far right corner, no intimi and fan Saka because we will move your collect that, and he was so clinical enough and so intelligent, say or beheaded ball in there to that particular right side. That tells you how efficient Jude Bellingham is. Makacho said at this particular moment 20-year-old boy and were both consistently shared 3 major tournaments at the England national team. No, it tells you so. No, when it comes to big tournament like this, he can step up for his national team in both club side and go no share and contributed to 40+ goals this particular season for both club and national team. Not only national team but both club and the national team. It tells you how prolific that he is at that particular young age. 20 years and they will carry England on his shoulders so to win the game against Serbia. So the attacking third of England national team. I think in their next game, Gary Southgate beat Manchester on the tactical method because
they call wrong.
They call wrong. Then I said 3 team and a lot of really say because Obu depending only on the right side, and Serbia for also making sure say England for strength and Kasa your right side. It's almost the far right side or more Serbia and also the far the left side. So look at the likes of Lukic and then Kostic. They were using the left flanks very well against that kind of Trippier. So Trippier no untiminya kwine intimin stage a lot of pattern from Foden. Foden no Kasa no boss untimin bono as an outright winger at that particular level. No Manchester City Kwanya Pep Guardiola faso Yusuf Foden on bono in an outright winger. What I say, Bobo Nesano or Bo in the half space wing. What I say, half space wing or no be feeding the half spaces. Now Bernardo Silva Abo in that particular left side. It is all the Phil Foden echo, but suddenly the left flanks for them now. It was very difficult for Phil Foden to cut in because on one Kasano boss, the strength and Kasane is a duel on attacking side. What I say, all those wings no attack you, but then or attack in the middle half space in the left side. I want to me dini juma panye. I want no what me transition a lot of things with Kevin De Bruyne. That has been the hallmark of Phil Foden. But then when you decide to play him as an outright left winger, I want he will face a lot of problems. And can I say, Obenya one particular, right full backer or a very disciplined tactically. Obetime pin no I want to mean a lot of relays and fan for 100 years. It will be very difficult for the likes of Phil Foden to actually triumph in that particular level. But then Harry Kane, when you good season with the clubs at Bayern Munich. Although the Bayern Munich are trophyless for the first time in about 12 years. But then Harry Kane, I wanted him to deliver at this particular moment. It took him about clearances. I went to me and using it very well. After I said Jerry Bowen, more cross the ball, Harry Kane into me, head the ball and she. But in all, Harry Kane into me who born so all because of say a lot of supplies. Nana Harry Kane, here the free Jude Bellingham, here the free Saka, here the free Phil Foden, no, but into me and call any more farmer Harry Kane. So who remaining man by a tactic. Now, duties and answer underlying duties in the attacking forwards as well. It's very difficult for him to operate because who say anytime he wants to get involved in the play. He can get his laps on and then he can score a lot of goals. So one getting involved in that particular play now, it was very difficult for Harry Kane to actually deliver. But this time around, restore Jude Bellingham, all rise up to the case, stepping up for the national team. And then a young 20-year-old boy, I would team share 40 goals contribution this season, both national side and the club side. It tells you how prolific that he is. And I think England on any day stood up and then number defending against Serbia national team.
With a quick one now, Amakye Samlem, Jude Bellingham. Now, let me see how yes, Bellingham. Yeah. Many papa ni Job.
Yeah.
Now, born to be as a or the family was some born to be power.
It's not about bond, but then it tells you how football business is. These young players no more Barcelona.
Okay.
I think they don't rely mostly in the powerful agent or more football. So I heard these kind of players no more banana, and then we know really but I know how you Mendes money, Piniza Harvey money, unse players no more managing and yet top class is a first now, but say how you Mendes or managing Cristiano Ronaldo, Piniza Harvey more managing big players. But then the parents of these footballers are getting involved in the football business because one, so by on one agent, he will make sure so be managing the banner in and out of the banancas and the daily routines and as the daily life activities. It is Jude Bellingham, and the Papano, or my Jim, Jude Bellingham, about the man Birmingham, and I say Birmingham, right? Job, yeah. Sunderland, Sunderland, because Sunderland said no Cotton Edinako Sunderland, about the man Sunderland, and then or my Jim, so Job, Papa no on the unit no, Papa no England or no manager Hakrano, and a man soon a Branton or Mammy Jude. No more Germany, and it's all about Spain and managing Jude. Or managing in a way, say, Akrano 20 years. Won't mean Jana Manin for one Casane pay and Mantesa because of the kind of wages, salary now, Branton general, very huge. The moment I'll be Jar Branton so one Casambon and Brano, obey me in the Brabona, you be BB.
Yeah.
And so this is the minimum timer. The parents will get involved in the business aspect of Omwanka Somoban or daily life activities just for them to control them. So if any other things Akran will be under any influencer, the mother or the parents will be there to control certain activities Akran will be involved in itself with. That's the reason why you will see these kids always delivering at the highest peak. Here Rodrigo de Goes, Madrid. One of them Papa Nete. So nibsa or my crampo there or papa crowd age in Luka Modric age crampo yepe. So Modric efa Rodrigo de Goes on one kasa ni yimba.
Wow.
Etu kofia Rodrigo de Goes or my kasa wonder oda. And this has been a particular habitat. It started way back from the Southern American continent. Or no, or more respected or more parents. As some more parents be kebi no mutie pa. Especially those people no more free Argentina and ombuhu so monankasa no. So mu tu kwan omo mebu suya phone idiomechi. And they involve their family in that particular football business just for their parents and for their family members to control their activities. Nipo bio many currently in Europe was killing Mbappe, Faisal Lamari. Look at Kwame Ofaswa or control killing Mbappe or making sure that killing Mbappe in all other due aspects in respective of football. Kylian Mbappe will control. So in terms of commercial sales, Kylian Mbappe be controlling. In terms of football, Mameno a lot of good business in football for Kylian Mbappe. Outside Kylian Mbappe, life activities and so on. But Mameno has to control it. So it tells you say right now in the football business now, the moment I'll be jai or baby P at that young tender age. Now be jai the pediamano no. The influence and the luxury nature of football this kind of munya woman. A bit of my brand and a career at the look at Paul Pogba. Send be no real and managing. Yeah. Them I'm getting involved in the management and the Paul Pogba wing. Why So we have a whole lot of football stars because of bad management, and that's because of ineffective supervisory management and you know, or carry anything a damp down, and that's the reason why Jude Bellingham, Mamino Papano, Tembiano, or more beside him, or more making sure that the football in a bit Mako.
Right, and yeah, the maestro, your big brother, and also saying a man of the match.
Yeah,
and Tiamo Judah Basso, I'll put you my power. Amache,
President Judy Biano,
yes,
quick one. Now, who at his age, Nasikani fame at age 20, you better call manage without two parents, you know. Young father, no, the example. Yes, until without parents, you know. And one hair went to me. Sikana, yes, Kakituo. Ghana, more 100,000 crown, he cry. No one in the whole crying, how I know Pamo crying, how or Mocassa, who cry boom and intia. In 2 years, can he go and say, maybe no, I say. I didn't need John Pie season the band and no corner no mamma. Yeah. And then the happiest moment. Into a moody about warm. Some parents don't bet you my somewhat because you're my own PP basa. While his payments were Ibiza more hot day. Now, you have seen a baby hot no Ibiza. Now, Bobo, now would in Jude Bellingham. And yeah, he's over at 20. President, yeah, second game I course on there Slovenia and Denmark. Now 1-1 in the PM Slovenia Denmark 1-1 in the PM and there's a Christian Eriksen. Yes, a very nice game, and he won the man of the match award after 1,100 days. Anke Nyamenkwan called to another one see Duapa or resurrected career and very well. Now match me so Kakra. President, Euros is so far. I'm say third day.
Yeah, my day.
But man, we say as a three at the back, no coaches need you super.
Yeah.
Because Denmark, I'm the three at the back no choir. Scotland is the Bishia, Germany. And I'm hungry so the Bishia, Switzerland for the same three at the back. Poland for will be Serbians who will be against England in there. And you go back to old system now. Argentina for Italy for the dominate, especially Argentina Madonna Mudes no show formation three at the back no masses 5 at the go. And back to Denmark and Slovenia.
Yeah, and goes to bit me flew my
yeah. Denmark and Slovenia no. We say not me expect to say Denmark e be winning. Because Slovenia for say omo had any household names be. Slovenia is all about Oblak and Benjamin Šeško.
Yeah, that is
Jan Oblak, Atletico Madrid goalkeeper, one of the best goalkeepers for the last 10 years. And we have Benjamin Šeško, so now you're linking it to Arsenal and other Premier League clubs and renewing the contract for RB Leipzig.
The last time Kromus said Euro goal was 24 years ago.
Yeah, so Omunye powerhouse, Omunye minus, and we had Timo Omodebai, 4-4-2 old system living they did well say against Denmark. It was another Denmark for a dominity. And in time I take and was born in the Biamacasa, we shall back on one enemy. Yet can 75th minute when I was with Miyashi. And we shall later part of the game another Denmark for no home prom. On say Omunya winning goal. And Christian Eriksen there, Nasa Makacho said, the Cassia can't bear 1 year. And we will be collapsing me a stop a ball 1 hour 45 minutes. And I make us say area ha Menyesho Senka a branch and be surviving.
Can carry on end
but the 3 year the 3 on your good doctors are more SCAC now as back. Eriksen last season Manchester United na Obama you game be an man you create enough chances.
Exactly.
We are one of the playmakers here. Omunim how to create chances. But this season there form the crack of former Denmark midfielder Gravesen, Thomas Gravesen, Everton, Real Madrid na nitirimu kwabo. Yes na waka say Eriksen ejai bobo eti bench to Manchester United and our Herman for. But then I think say omo manager and what Eriksen say wa she go na ade about 3 mois you collapse here no. Because was shocky the whole wide world, football world, no shocky will be and the first goal is Nefo. I think Jonas Wind and assistant Eriksen, he was so good a footballer. Now in na Kaufman, who Erasmus Hoyland and so Manchester United a striker. Denmark was squad. Yeah, Denmark was squad. Kasper Schmeichel, former Leicester City goalkeeper, one year Denmark goalkeeper. No, he back trainer Christensen. Now Barcelona. Joachim Andersen, Crystal Palace, and Jan Vestergaard, and so Leicester City. These are quality defenders. And we share now Ubenya Eriksson, Pierre Emil Højbjerg, and so our midfield now Dennis Wind and Hoyland. And I just say a good team one. Now me share some share Slovenia. Credit young credit Slovenia for no. Omanya victory ne. Because it's so to me still point against. Don't forget that Denmark last Euros no do semi-finals.
Yes,
but World Cup on a core Catalan don't to papa so. Yes, you hope he said and fat that line because more good squad there. Bet me ayade.
Why the oldest scorer? Christian Eriksen Denmark national team of Euros 32 years.
Wow, 32 years. Yeah, when say Danish football no after Fribe 90 Denmark 4 year do World Cup. Ba Eriksen na oyo bia ye hu no anu pija Danish football actually take koy kra na we head hu stars into represented Denmark in a football into wo shegwa mom na se bibia kasa no
e mo na baso me ko the maestro na ma me hwe Facebook messages kakra Alfredo Di Stefano Diaz you say good show more fire that Di Stefano ya hwe that thing wo him Bright Pascal more fire Samson Sharif Mohammed watching the show live in Clare at Wuno Zongo. Presido more fire. Michael Atomako, nice one. Keep it up, bro. Rejoice Jumo. I say, Presido, good evening to you and your team. I always love to see you guys. You are too much. Big brother GH and Amakye the researcher are the best analysts. Presido more fire. Thank you. Keep your messages coming. APTV GH or the bar nature say. You be kind na like na share na for comments ni na go. You be to your boss na. Justice to it, kama Eddie amount and no editing. May call the maestro, Tactics Man, say good evening, sports president. Artisco GSC, you are doing a great job. This time is a perfect for sports. I'm Atakwasi Francis from Bono region, Sampa. Atakwasi Francis, Artisco, on also dia or the Ebano. The maestro.
Presido.
Okay.
So Denmark for to make a huge statement by Christian Eriksen. It me shared that goal against Slovenia, and I think it was a big moment. It was a big moment for Christian Eriksen. But then I think most of these coaches and Amakye they are retrieving to 3-back system, and I think the 3-back system more enough time for them to transition very well. Some of them are attacking third, almost transition very well. They quite anymore. But then also the Denmark team nankasana only a likely wise of a right full back power with me a lot of relays in their manner. So I was so OUC Obia Oye tactically Oye midfielder. So couldn't anymore bit me a lot of things at their battery. Obiti say only Obiti say bar and a right full back power clinical enough. But then so to me invent now Obiti mama a lot of overloads. Overloads, they say, Obe Kriti attacking with Ediama, the attacking frontliners, no. It is Rasmus Højlund, the likes of Christian Eriksen, the likes of Wind. Uhun said Denmark for no more transitions, no. Nabuni na the father right side, the Honson na preparing a bow, no Jina in the midfield. But then so into the midfielder. PMA Højbjerg and the Papa Højlund more or more close compatibility. Papa Christians and also Gina Infinity the likes of Denmark. They were doing very well, but then the Slovenian national team Yano Black in the days of Atletico Madrid, they say also pursue the football club. But then social very well with the kind of performance of Danny Didima Slovenia. It took him to actually make about 4 saves this particular match against Denmark. And yet Jano Blaka and I think that Denmark beat him and share a whole lot of goals against Slovenia. But then Jambo the attacking third number, so the great assist from Wind or the mark Christian Eriksen was clinical enough. And then Makacho said Christian Eriksen, when it comes to creativity as a ball carrier progress what they call attacking third, Christian Eriksen has been one particular formidable player. In as much as Upraya or call back for Manchester United or Bayern. No Bruno Fernandes to mean creating enough chances from the side of Erik ten Hag. But then at the moment Christian Eriksen said we're back from injury to Manchester now. Suddenly he was creating a lot of chances for the side of Manchester United. And then here again to me a good fluidity of the game, it's me easy the movement at the quarter attacking third. That has been the reason why Denmark of late or even with the qualifiers not or part of this particular team are not all thriving very well in attacking third, and this is what Denmark will need as time goes on. Here more, here the services more. But then talk about Rasmus Højlund. I think one of the problems are now facing with Manchester United was how was he positioned on.
Okay.
Just like last season. Now man for criticizing with Weghorst panel. Most of the people thought that why saying the positioning awareness and what Manchester United was very poor. That was the reason why a lot of goals for Manchester United this season. But then I think one of the key points I know on one case I know among for the criticizing was the position awareness and in Manchester. And clearly into this particular game at the time Christian Eriksen Benyan ball be open up or best split up passes I was saying Højlund able to me are placing the home very well. No man pass on Højlund is now defender nechi. I don't know what the team crowds or anything you and then every match it happened on many occasions now Højlund into me availing himself up for good passes. So we go to a point in time there was a Christian Etienne say unveiling itself for passes on Dashi because the position awareness in the game was very poor, and I think that was the moment and Christian Eriksen wanted to create a lot of chances, but then also or your poacher or your goal poacher, you can't take it away from him. Or free Atlanta Ban no watch a lot of goals about Manchester United, he has done very well, but then me believe so to me the decisions right now opposition the home very well and what attacking that Rasmus Højlund will score a lot of goals for Denmark national because who will be able to create a lot of goals of Christian Eriksen. I'll bet him a lot of chances. I'll bet me a lot of chances. I'll bet him a lot of goals. So he needs to create. Competition for himself. No on dashi on position who making sure say I'll bet me a lot of goals. They are Denmark because say acquire this kind of goal project. I bet him a Denmark and they will need his services. Denmark going forward to the next match on Bebo.
Right, and your big brother G8 Maestro and our Tinnigan live on AP Radio 105.7 AP TV after game analysis. Yeah, let us know. Yeah, the show. So you go and the first game at Titoye, it was a big game. Netherlands against Poland. Now, Netherlands against Poland. Indeed, it was a big game. Na you will run ye. Na videos no ebe really kama ejamaye. Netherlands training. Na some ketakra. Na fans no, mama fans no, and the Netherlands fans before the game. Hey, adi omoye o German Montene so no. Na ano dene. Di join Facebook APTV GH. Oh, feel so TV ni APTV. Enti Netherlands fans.
Presido, well, 2004, Omobo qualifiers for Euro 2004 no. And now from you see Konyomo to Omonumubia. And I'm say your class qualify for Euro 2004 Portugal hosting. I say you be special.
Okay.
And about say you say you use bass. Na ye di enyum, ye bonyum wom. Na ye di beer, na manfu di chire. And I federation no, editum. Into my use since 2004 yeah ba bas neighbor a double daka bas neighbor ni pedi achire be 30,000 40,000 and no brand wa benum bia o mrempo o be da wa bre ya num bia na dia ba and almost last world cup mo call kata no Van Dijk so manya sa support no and incredible mo kono mo yesa wasasi so o mu di achire no mo ba no da be vura stadium and some ye bonyo
orange
yes orange and yezo omo support culture ne de ene Hamburg wo omo turning streets e wo nyina into orange mo kata obi aso kro ne se nye Germany for de o amo for bom wo ye Scotland for ye bi England for ye bi Serbia ye bi and Holland for de we de eye aditwam kra omo support ye papa fantastic and ye traditional ebeche omo si we na ye 50th bass parade ya omo aye 50th time ni o Intoma ye bi was Sao Paulo mo call Brazil World Cup no baby on beko bia tournament bi on beko bia no mo ye bi enena any cancer me no mo yesa players ni hu a president ejinja wom and Virgil van Dijk na o kan so mo hia BBC so man person mo unite
moral booster for the players
yes be unite man na I boost players so moral I think say I was so impressed me team ni o some catch the dada. I say Europe there, Holland I support anything about Holland in terms of football there, especially national team need there. Media chiripa presido.
na video no mo bomb anthem no the maestro na nya sam ketwa
say if you had if you had orange house
orange
Dr. Kuku does that over it if you had
the international CEO
anthem no anthem right easy anthem heat by
okay na amabojuma okay am feed no
I think say that time Germany for in the hosting that Euros, it was I think say East Germany in the West Germany, but then West Germany for the host year. But before that Euros, now I think say West Germany to manage Euros 2 times at Germany. I think say 1991, and no count mining me in the Boma, man by Germany as a one country, but then East Germany for no more supported with the host nation and West Germany for Newcastle. So in that particular tournament, Holland fought me Rim and no Rim with this kind of squad. Unibenya Van Brooklyn and Oye goalkeeper at the other side of Holland. The one you held job on defender at the side of Holland. Ubenya Ronald Koeman na Papa no ku obekochi Barcelona na Nzia no Ronald Koeman defender o she washe mogo dama Barcelona no can that squad. Ubenya Frank Rijkaard also the coach dima Barcelona no so can that squad no. Ubenya Van Berry no so can and Andre Van Triglen no so can be John Helt can that squad no. Ruud Gullit, no count Marco van Basten on a share 5 goals. Marco van Basten, they share 5 goals, and Wim Kovamas and so count. So that squad win the Rim War 1988. Omokoje, I mean the Euros for the Dutch national team, and ever since then, Omuntimin JB, my Dutch national team to be. But then that tournament, the man is so exciting. They say Marco van Basten in the team share 5 goals. Ej, the top scorer for that particular tournament. Omukushia Soviet Union, it was the finals. That's Russia. At that time, not 15 countries, the normal integrity to become a Soviet Union because of the Eastern Bloc and the Western Bloc. So at that time, not Soviet Union, that 15 countries in the finals. I mean, Soviet Union by 2 goals to 1, and the man Marco van Basten winning goal, or they call that 5 goals, so ultimately the top scorer for that particular tournament. And then almost a PM in 2000. Now 2000, Louis Van Gaal, it's me coach the side of Orange national team. No, when you beat the same Edwin van der Sar, no, a goalkeeper. Ubenya Frank de Boer, non so a centre back. Jap Stam, non so a centre back. Van Bronckhorst, non so a left back. Edema, the side of Holland. Ubenya Edgar Davies, Juventus football player. Non so Jinen Finfield. Clarence Seedorf, so a midfielder. Ubenya Van Bommel. I don't know, so yeah, player the money Patrick Kluivert, no Ruud van Nistelrooy mo. No be na count, but Dennis Beckham, and Mark Overmars, mo na count that squad no more 2000. But in 2000, no mean to me and come in because of things they come. And then also Holland national team now they've been doing very well. Omoko competition be the omutimi major it drew into the either quarterfinals and semi-final. I think say of late with the World Cup 2014 now free I think say free group stage as a BBC and omutimi anko him, and then 2018 so anko be and for we just recent last World Cup, and I think so mushia Argentina you free I think in the quarterfinals no mu free. So they've been doing very well, but then omenya good start in most of these Euros. In about 10 starts omenya in the first competition Edema Holland boss may win was 7. I draw 2 every lose back up. So when it comes to Holland, first group game starts in Euro tournament Biano in 10 matches, 8 wins, 2 draws, just 1 lose per So to me, I think say almost share. I mean that opponent, it was a crucial moment for me. But then someone can attest the fact that the first 11 normal parody since 2008. Now Holland 8 million first 11 Ayas Football Club player members 2 and I said 3 others 16 years ago. I feel so right now no Ayas player first 11 Ayas play being no team because of unse social Ayas 95 Omomokoji Ayas 95 now most of these players were playing the national team. And Oshe Omwa Akwa say this is your traditional onye na make some kamba. We have some traditional clubs be one the moment Omube Pijano the national team Epeja Bayern Munich. So Bayern Munich will form now some more year lot of wonders. Champions League, the Bundesliga. Omo feedi, omo players a lot to German national team. Oko Spain, Madrid and Barcelona be feedi omo players mainly to the Spanish national team. The same way, Uba England, you have these close players almost omo national team. But then Oko Holland traditionally is about finding out PSV and Ajax. And Ajax one particular team in most of the years omo feedi a lot of good players at the national team omo to me perform very well. So at this particular moment since 2018 the first 11 normal ball Euros in any other competition yentimi Ayas play be at this particular game on boy yenya Ayas just a single player. It was dominated by PSV and final. It tells you say right now as we speak Ayas team Lankasano SNK I think say a management problem say was on here no more solve it. But then Austria the likes of first 11 number 2 the likes of Nathan Amakye about the left back Virgil Van Dijk as the left centre back and then the Fridge Ebo as a right centre back and Dumfries Ebo as a right full back. No, when you're shooting, also ball as a right midfielder and then Regenders Ebo as a defensive midfielder. And Obenya Veeman also ball as I think a left midfielder and then Cody Kapu as a left winger and then Memphis Depay as that leading striker and Xavi Simons also ball as in the right wing. But Xavi Simons they're not even one because Xavi Simons this season with RB Leipzig boss for more about 40 goal contribution, not 40 goal contribution, but then 40 goal involvement when it comes to seeing creative chances. And from RB Leipzig this particular season he has been doing very well. So to me, I was expecting the coach to start this kind of player in the midfield role of Holland and Kasomo national team, but then Oko Yusuno in the right side. That was the main problem now Holland for a facing in their game because no team a lot of transitions naturally on your winger. The moment a player out of position, either say remember losing improvement and I say the performance in the game the bit me are downgraded. What I say because Xavi Simons a defensive midfielder or both as a progressor or bit my a lot of creativity. The moment of as an outright right winger no ultimately a hand performance and I think that was the only problem and Holland for facing ball she first goal Mombe take no a call 1-1 just in about I think 86 minutes with Vegas
Obama on the
83rd minute
one touch one shot
one goal I think coach who said Cody Kapo wasn't involving himself very, very well after such a first goal and then he needed to change him up for him to have two basic strikers up front to be Memphis Depay anymore the likes of Xavi Simons more anymore no would work host or not be to share a lot of goals so would work host now to me apparently with Manchester United last season that loan the Eric Ten Hag and amount dinner 10 years some of us even thought this is why he said he wasn't a good striker but then if so who your coach that's who would work host very well how efficient that he is or not Kasano you didn't say tactics
exactly.
And I'm a same way if he did them.
Yes.
You didn't say tactics.
Yes.
Or you that striker now do we need to know so more that kind of goals. You didn't say tactics and making sure say attackers number one in Chile my finding space actually a lot of goals. So look at the attackers number one Chile. After say workhorse Ebemono, he was finding spaces for Xavi Simons, he was finding spaces for Memphis Depay, and I think that was the clinical enough for that goal, the screamer Edema, the side of Holland national team to winning against opponents. I think in all they did very well, but then the 4-3 shape had a good impact on the national team, and I think so Umutimi tried very well. So it was a good moment for the Holland national team.
All right, Amakye
Presido, Dutch, you were Dutch for man, and Dutch idea, Ronald Koeman, unse baby a couple born, I Hamburg Stadium on. When 1988 na Maestro Kano, Mokwaji Rusuno. Semi-finals was share penalty take after Lothar Matthäus share first goal Germany. And Van Basten she winning.
Hamburg, wow.
Hamburg, wow. ɛwɔ saa bɛ ne ho nti ɛnɛ wode sɛ wote a yɛbɔ bɔden yɛbɔ coach na kɔma bɛte yes na kyɛ sɛ enemy number 1 ayɛ dɛn aba and obi ana he's playing this he was so good incredible defender by all standards and ninu panyin Erin Koima no wana de be no when number 2 and ade obey ho also ye ho adwuma ye Dutchfo no finishing I think say Memphis Depay he was so wasteful na Presido says omunya 21 shots 21 attempts and a move for was on target.
Yeah, after the game, Vegas and fans, you know, it wasn't easy.
And yes, and we deserve it because Vegas no so kaya 2022 World Cup Argentina and Netherlands no lose. Argentina take 2 commanding goals lead. Okay. And Ubi Obabe change game no was bad Vegas. This tall man, yes. Onimrika and what you say what Oshana unhuna so first day Oshana because we need proper footballer. We want to make it in football and Obai and I think we replace Memphis Depay and Obinya Dago no at the moment. And Holland their country to say number 9
and you go on the shows this year.
Yeah, you say number 9. Number 9 who a problem mom country Mafa Van Basten, who Clivet, who Van Nistelrooy, who Van Persie, who my hell Makai Munina, but I Depay forward when not typical number 9 pa. Yeah. But to one number 9 by trade we a vad Verhos number 9. But when I'm say only pace in tea. We use no cry now, but Netherlands team na fan. So be up and you Van Ha you soon I kata and I run a coma so and now also Muini because almost dominate here and Holland they be American. And now there's some budget cap on. But on better team of we say could form would do any court Euro 2008 year. I do the year it's one of before cars or Bob who be said that man doesn't see each team almost show 3 group stages on share France for 1 share Romania actually question na Ajiago be share Russia na more good start me say na more common start once Holland back competition good start but he be question na normal Ajiago young hope and Frankie de Jong absence no Fangi Yonan Kwane Tijani Reinders and Runakuma who so be party no but on no conchain and a coop miners in so war Atlanta so on also conchain on swam missing to crew a war moving for in the end the Tijani move me I dia bomb Holland and they did well and Virgil van Dijk and the very above 4 and 5 for teams was solid centre backs and Nathan Ake I think it's when the man of the match when you assist him you know Manchester City for defender no and
America say Cody Gakpo
yeah man that's Gakpo ni nya say Gakpo na take no and Dumfries ebo right back na Jeremy Frimpong nchen na che say team no eya say beto mani mu ho ne de just say Gakpo ni Depay mo ne Xavi Simons mo ekeka mo because say we create enough chances we are very good team 21 attempts on goal there we check other teams no if you couldn't team 5 6 7 but 21 there now mo coach Nika say yes I was saying come share 4-1 before 60 minutes kra but e buy na ye be wi na 8-1
right still live on AP radio 105.7 AP TV na yehwe na nyame ya doma e be saba enche e be sorry na England minim MCR e be maye hu England and to course omo Serbia before the game and to pa na Serbia for nti jai kra omo and to so gidigidi na kwabla ni tia pai na mo je pramp kwabra so still also on ti jai kra ya mo nkun na on twene ho na bibia ho nti England Serbia ene ade bia no so course a na e ha dwen pa na okay yes our video ni ba de yen hwe fixtures no na group table no group C yenkwa group C table no said the group C table no akwa ye she say no after first matches no England and the lady 3 points 1 goal Denmark 1 point Slovenia ekura 1 point na Serbia any point bia ho nyame ya doma edatena okay etena games ni as usual otena no wonim say group D and the back board that was Poland into otena Austria and France no ebebona group D a completely on first round of matches no na group E bebo Romania ebebo Ukraine 1 p.m. na sa game ni tieto na Belgium opetim ba ko bi atwa wo so no omo Slovakia abo ene 4 p.m. ene betia 20 otena no eno so nye easy kra matches ho ye betena se na ye Euros 9 after your match analysis no yes sir Eddie Atuam so the maestro yako.
Oh yes, yako emrena so yako na nyambo ochina so yebeba abetwa so na ochina so yeba Euros 9 no yede insempa post match analysis ebeba. Happy Father's Day yankoma awofo papafo awofo mo ye responsible no yankom mo nyina miame papa Mr. Alexander Odru happy Father's Day and Dr. Kuku Dadzi yamao happy Father's Day na obi bia wotie bia so no yamano happy Father's Day oshina yeba beto aso.
Yeah, Amakye, the researcher
President is coming home for no mercy form. And then see a Father's Day, and we say, remember, we are singing. I am Mamma Miansem, a do man, then a can Mother's Day street, but remember, then they are not
a man being responsible.
Tia, remember, then so young ship, maybe happy Father's Day, especially Dr. Kukudazi. Me am for me crop for me number for me no be a potential
the researcher.
Yes, once was sure.
Okay. Right, I know big brother now Martina Otiom. Sorry, now I'm into Ike. Yes, Ike at 20 good so profile true. Me man special good evening. And Amanto. Yes, Amanto, Prudential Bank will just set a special good evening and comma Amanto. And so the Marlis, yes, and also a genius on the Tejumadi Momi. Special good evening, come out. Tuto Konya, Yentrason Chagwe, the Nades are going to four. You dear dinner the chair, various you flower. Non crony at Tenase after game analysis at 2 Euros 19 at the Ebersomo. A person says, sorry, let to my duo at Twaso at the Manamaya Thomas and so as a Otana Yabesaba. Same time, same venue. There will be a Kamamitin, Eddie Joseph or say Punsu, for the sports president, Mejoso. We salute you all.